I think we can just come to the conclusion that non-asexual people, or at the very least non-LGBTQ+ people, shouldn't write about asexuality. La 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 Hi friends, it is Sam and welcome to another video about asexuality. I think I've got a hair somewhere on my face. Since starting my asexuality videos 2 years ago, I have been a regular Googler of asexuality. I just throw asexuality into a search engine and see what pops up, because this can help inspire me for asexuality videos and educate me further on the massive spectrum that is my orientation. During one of these many endeavors, I came across an article that made me a little bit mad, and I emailed it to myself because I wanted to make a video on it, and I just didn't make a video on it. So today, I'm making a video on it. But first, don't forget to hydrate. This article is on a website called Psychology Today. It was written in 2014, so it's a bit old. Anyone who reads it might take it with a pinch of salt because it's old. But on the other hand, anyone who reads it might not know anything about asexuality, so won't take it with a pinch of salt and will take it as fact. So we're going to look into this today and pick apart the fact from fiction. I don't think there's much fiction in there, but there are some things that like made me go, are you sure? I don't think so. Asexuality is a highly charged concept. One camp of sexologists claim is that... What? Why is there an apostrophe there? That just threw me right off. One camp of sexologists claim that it is and should be recognised as a major sexual orientation like heterosexuality, homosexuality and bisexuality are. The other camp sees it as nothing more than low libido or a generalised type of hypoactive sexual desire disorder. Hello Roxy. Would you like to be in the video? Would you like to... Hello Dods. Alright, we've got dogs. Hypoactive sexual desire disorder, otherwise known as HSDD, is defined as the absence of sexual fantasies and thoughts, and or desire for or receptivity to sexual activity. So basically, some people like to think that asexuality is some sort of disorder. And we're in the first paragraph of this article. I'm here today to tell you that is false. Asexuality is generally defined as lack of sexual attraction or the lack of interest in sex. In his book Understanding Asexuality, Boger contended that asexuality is distinct from abstention from sexual activity and from celibacy, which are behavioural and motivated by an individual's personal or religious beliefs. True. Kinsey rated individuals from 0 to 6 according to their sexual orientation from heterosexual to homosexual. Numbers 1 to 5 indicated bisexuality. But he also labelled 1.5% of the adult male population as X, indicating asexuality. Most researchers indicated the prevalence of asexuality to be around 1.05%, approximately 70 million people. Others, like Boger, believed it to be higher. Now this next bit is what I found issue with. Okay, so this article has a section on asexual characteristics. Some of them are just ridiculous. The first one claims that more women than men identify as asexual. So I sent out a tweet this morning asking my fellow asexuals what gender they identify with. Currently, it's had 112 votes. For most of the time this poll's been running, male has been winning, which disproved what the article said. At the minute, female is winning. I may come back to this poll. Oh my god, my throat! I may come back to this poll What is happening to my voice? I'm so sorry. I may come back to this poll later on in the video if my voice survives. Characteristic number 2 is that asexual people are slightly older than allosexual people. I just want to point out that I am a younger sister. My older sister is allosexual. I know quite a few people who've known they were ace from a very young age, so I don't know where they got this information from. Number 3, low self-esteem. I mean, most people on this earth have low self-esteem. But to be fair, it would make sense that ace people can develop low self-esteem if, say, they're searching for a partner and they find it a little bit harder because people will turn their noses up at asexuals. Because 99% of the population are not asexual, according to this. It is bound to have an effect on your self-esteem if there are closed-minded people who won't think about dating asexuals. Number 4, again, what the hell? Low socioeconomic status. Okay, I know you're looking at me. I know you are. And I am an example of this, okay? But I know some university grad asexuals and some asexuals who are in university, and many of the asexuals I know are actually doing pretty well for themselves. So I'm not really, again, I'm not really sure where this data came from. Number 5, weighed less. Okay. Number 6, poorer health. Again, I am a healthy individual. I've had my unhealthy moments, but for the most part, I never get ill. I really have no idea, like, what health has to do with asexuality. We're fine. Leave us alone. Number 7, more religious and attended religious services more often. Now, in my personal experience, the aces I know / know of aren't religious. I'm an atheist, and if you'll behold my last video, you may notice that some of the asexuals I quoted also identify as atheist. I don't actually know of that many aces who are religious. Should I put another poll up? I'm gonna put another poll up and we'll put it on the screen and we'll see how many aces are religious. I think that Twitter could disprove this. Number 8 is another one that made me quite mad. Asocial. Asociality refers to the lack of motivation to engage in social interaction or a preference for solitary activities. It may be associated with avolition, but it can moreover be a manifestation of limited opportunities for social relations. I kind of don't like what this is implying. Asocial can also be defined as aggressive or unkind, and since I've found the asexual community, I've found nothing but kindness and welcome and friendship. And in my experience, asexual people value friendship more than the average person because they're more likely to find friends than relationships, especially aromantics. Like, people on the aromantic spectrum may not want a life partner, and therefore friendship is the most important thing to them. Okay, I'm gonna lump 9, 10 and 11 together because they're sort of under the same bracket. Social anxiety, anxiety and depression. Again, these can occur because ace people find it difficult to find love or relationships. I have seen it many a time where there is an ace person who just feels beaten down because they can't find someone to date, and it's normal. But it doesn't mean to say asexual people are unhappy with their orientation or would change their orientation. And I will say that further down in this article, it does say While both generalized HSDD and asexuality imply a general lack of attraction to anyone, asexuality is not considered a disorder or sexual dysfunction, or the consequence of a medical or social problem. Asexuals do not identify with being sick or demonstrate anxiety about being asexual per se. Asexuality is not a problem. The problem may be that society does not understand it. I get that this article is trying to be neutral and everything, but there is like a bit of con orientation in there. Something that we see a lot from aphobes, which is not what we're here for. It's basically all just incorrect. So it says, asexuality is a lack of sexual orientation or sexuality, not an orientation. False. Asexuality is a denial of one's natural sexuality. False. I hope this video managed to bust some myths for you. I've been meaning to make a video on that article for a very long time, and I'm glad my voice withstood it. I'm gonna go and drink lots more water. I hope you have a lovely day. If you want to learn more about asexuality, consider subscribing, check the links below, and I will see you next time with another video.